what I think of Flakes outlook on the game. What you mean, like the play style he was wanting everybody to play? I think he's got a good idea. I mean, he's right. A lot of teams do just give the ball away for no reason. But I think you got to mix it up. Like sometimes you got to throw in a hard clear just to get the other team thinking that you might. Sometimes you just got to boom the back wall so that the other team know that you might do that at some point. If you never do that, then the other team will just all move up aggressively. They'll fake the first challenge, dunk on you with the second challenge, and then you don't really go anywhere. What's the biggest, most important thing missing in Rocket League right now? Probably 2v2 events. Yeah, probably 2v2 events. Do I need any edits to my Wikipedia page? I haven't checked it, so I don't actually know. So Jomo, I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not somebody who keeps up with this. I don't really try and find out what teams are getting signed and by who. I honestly just don't really care that much. When it happens, and I'll read about it and I'll try and remember it. But I have never really cared about knowing like who's getting signed by who ahead of time. I'm just not interested, to be honest. I'm not really. I don't know. I don't really care about all the gossip, and I don't care about being in the know. Also, as a benefit of now, I can talk about it. I've always been able to talk about it because I don't know. Like if I don't know, I can talk about it. If I do know, I can't talk about it because not nice yet, you know. I don't know about roster changes either. Same thing. I never try and find out about roster changes before they happen. Sometimes I find out about them. Sometimes I don't. I never really dig into that kind of like aspect of the Rocket League scene. Some people are so keen on knowing everything before it happens. I just don't really care. I never really cared. I don't know what Leth's current ability is. I saw he's pretty high rated in some leaderboards, but I haven't really watched a lot of his gameplay or any of his gameplay recently. But yeah, I'm sure Leth would still be competitive. Yeah, I'm sure he's still good. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how good. Lawler said power should be taken away from players and more given towards orgs to prolong the longevity of the esport. Thoughts? I'll be honest, I don't really know what that refers to. Maybe it refers to the 2/3 rule, like players own the spots, not orgs. I don't really know. I think the players are more integral to the scene than orgs are. And don't get me wrong, some orgs are great. Some orgs put out great content. They really provide a lot of support for the players, and I do think orgs are important. Don't confuse me saying that I think players are more important with saying that orgs are not important. Orgs are important, but I actually really like that the players have as much control as possible, to be honest. And I think that the Rocket League scene is doing just fine that way. I don't see it as an issue. People sleeping on 4v4, until the pitch size gets increased, 4v4 has really got no place in the game, mainly because there's no space on the field. Do you think First Killer is better than Monkey Moon or Justin? I would probably put First Killer at number 1 right now, yeah. Number 1 worldwide. Maybe Monkey Moon number 2, Justin 3rd. They're all very close though. First Killer, Monkey Moon, Justin are my clear top 3. Yeah, I think First Killer is the only one out of those 3 that really carries. So I think Musty's good enough to be a starter for another team. Well, you've left that pretty vague, so I'll say yes. Another team, yes. But another RLCSX level team, probably not. I don't think he's there yet. I'm predicting that Musty will play a game for NRG, at least this season. There's bound to be a point during RLCSX or the grid where there's like a group stage game that doesn't matter, and NRG just throw Musty in there for the content. So at that point the content will be more important than whatever else happens. The only thing is, like, would another team complain about this? What if that match mattered for another team? Would they complain? Would they be like, whoa, they ran Musty, or this team, NRG ran Musty against that team, and then the other team won and they qualified ahead of us. That's not fair. And Civic said he's going to do a 1v online when COVID ends. Wait, did he actually? Wow. that I wasn't aware of. That's pretty exciting. But yeah, NA does have a bunch of talent. NA has a lot of insane players. They were just never given the respect that they deserved. They were never considered the best because a lot of people were too afraid to lose to them, so instead they just retired. Instead of just playing them to let them be that guy. Could I recommend a good Khaled series before I go? Well, if you've never seen, every time Khaled has played Astral, it's been an absolute blast. Khaled and Astral, I mean, Khaled's beaten him every time they played, but it's always been really close, and it's always been super exciting. So I'd recommend every Khaled Astral that ever happened. I would recommend Khaled EXO, Saltmine 1, Khaled Flakes, Saltmine 1, World Championship. I would recommend Khaled Jorias, Saltmine 2, Khaled Fairy Peak Fusion. Yeah, Khaled Astral, Saltmine 2, and Khaled Fairy Peak Fusion are both really entertaining. They're probably the most hype Khaled matches. Khaled Astral, Saltmine 2, and Khaled Fairy Fusion 1v1 finals.